The inevitable was finally realized as the Big 12 announced their yearly awards for men's basketball. And Texas Tech Red Raider JT Toppin was named not only the newcomer of the year in the Big 12, but the player of the year. In today's video, we'll look at this award and also who else from this Red Raider men's basketball team got honored from the Big 12. Hint, there's three more. So let's get to work, shall we? Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's RC Maxfield here for the Back to 12 podcast. And listen, if you're excited about JT Toppin winning the award of Big 12 Player of the Year, first Red Raider to do so since Jarrett Culver, and we know what happened that year for Texas Tech. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Like the video if you're excited for JT. He was the biggest, probably portal guy that Texas Tech has ever gotten, quite honestly, in terms of impact. And he deserved this award. I'm excited for him. I know you are too, but just prove it by simply liking the video. All right, let's jump into these awards because JT wasn't the only one that got honored by the Big 12, okay? So let's jump into it. You can see JT on your screen right there. He is obviously the headliner. You can see JT Toppin was named the Big 12 Player of the Year and Newcomer of the Year for the Big 12. Now, Toppin becomes the second Texas Tech player to win Player of the Year, joining Jarrett Culver. The sophomore is the only player who ranks in the Big 12's top three in both scoring and rebounding. The Dallas native, who is the second Red Raider to earn Big 12 Newcomer of the Year, joining Mac McClung, has 14 double-doubles on the season. Toppin is the first Big 12 player to win Player and Newcomer of the Year in the same season. Now, as I mentioned, JT Toppin has been phenomenal. He's not the only guy, though, that actually made the all Big 12 first team. And now, before anybody comes at me for figuring out how there's more than 5 guys on the first team, I'm not a voter, but this is what we have. You also have D5 on the all Big 12 first team, and that makes up for the snub that he had last year where he was on the third team alongside Pop Isaacs, who is now at Creighton. But D5 should have been on the second team last year. Now he gets an all Big 12 first team alongside the likes of Caleb Love of Arizona, Norshad Omier from Baylor, Richie Saunders from BYU, LJ Cryer from Houston, Jawan Roberts from Houston, Curtis Jones from Iowa State, Hunter Dickinson from Kansas, the aforementioned Player of the Year and Newcomer of the Year in the Big 12, JT Toppin, and Javon Small, a transfer from Oklahoma State out east to West Virginia. Texas Tech also had a player on the all Big 12 second team. That would be the most efficient player in all of college basketball in Chance McMillan. Now, Texas Tech, there were, some honorable mention type deals going out there, but Texas Tech did not receive an honorable mention. There had nobody on the all defensive team, but I mentioned there were 4 guys that made an all Big 12 team. Freshman Christian Anderson made the all freshman team for the Red Raiders, as did JT Toppin in terms of all newcomer team as well. But we knew that since he already won Newcomer of the Year. I mean, when you look at this, as I get back on the screen here, Texas Tech has legitimately the best quartet of players in the Big 12 in terms of JT Toppin, D5, Chance McMillan, and Christian Anderson. I'm not telling you anything you don't know already as a Texas Tech fan, but it is cool to see these guys honored for their hard work and obviously how they absolutely balled out this year on the hardwood for the Red Raiders. This team is formidable, not only in the Big 12 tournament, but more importantly in the NCAA tournament. And it's one of those teams where I've heard a lot of pundits from around, college basketball, whether you're talking about the national level, maybe more just the Big 12 or just even in the Texas Tech space, say that this team has the potential to be special. I would argue this team already is special in a lot of ways. Again, you have 2 guys that make the all Big 12 first team, and you win the Player of the Year for the second time in program history in the Big 12. Not to mention that same guy wins Newcomer of the Year, the second time in program history, again to Mac McClung, right? Texas Tech is in a great spot to make a deep tournament run, but I don't think it should go unnoticed, these guys getting these accolades, because they are important, right? This proves that Texas Tech is a formidable place, not only this year, but in the grand scheme of things, Texas Tech is a great place to play basketball. And I'm telling you right now, portal season is right around the corner, right? There's going to be transfer guys that look at this and say, oh, I can go to Texas Tech and become an all Big 12 guy or potentially an All-American in JT Toppin's case, right? This is one of those deals where this goes far beyond just JT Toppin and the impact that it's going to have on his career, but this is going to have a huge impact on the Texas Tech program moving forward. Again, let's go look at this in terms of just, again, Texas Tech has 2 guys on the first team, all Big 12. That's pivotal, right? Like that proves to you right then and there, you are one of the best teams in the country, right? And not to mention, you have a guy in an era where portal bigs are their currency, right? Like those guys get paid more than anybody. And JT, he got his money and good for him in the portal, but he absolutely paid off and then some for the Red Raiders when it comes down to what they had to give him in terms of NLI, right? But I mean, what are you supposed to do here, right? Like in the sense that JT Toppin, in the world where we just talked about it, the portal side of things, he hit more than maybe any big in this past portal cycle, okay? And that is a testament to Grant McCasland and crew and their identification of talent in the portal and the relationships they have. You think about it, JT Toppin, transfer, all Big 12 first team. D5, transfer, all Big 12 first team. Chance McMillan, transfer, all Big 12 second team, right? And then the guy you make on the freshman team, was the latest addition that you had to this team. This is the modern college basketball that we live in. And I don't know if there has been a better collective group of coaches in the country when it comes to identifying talent that fits their program and their skill set in terms of the system than Grant McCasland and crew. They haven't missed really on a guy yet. I mean, the biggest guy that you could miss on so far is Devin Cambridge. But again, you look at this, you have 3 transfers in the first 2 years of Grant McCasland make an all Big 12 first team or an all Big 12 second team. And oh, by the way, D5 in his first year out in Lubbock made the all Big 12 third team. It has been sensational. When this team is healthy, I don't know if there's a team in the conference that is better than them. And yes, that includes Houston. Okay, you think about it. Texas Tech beat Houston without JT Toppin, the Big 12 Player of the Year, without Grant McCasland, and then they lost at home to Houston. Credit to the Cougars for actually winning the game, but you had no D5 or Chance McMillan, and it was really a one-possession game down until the final 90 seconds. Okay? I could make the argument Texas Tech is the best team in this conference when they are healthy. Now, again, Houston is very formidable, and they are a national title contender, but damn it, so are the Red Raiders. And it's really cool to see Texas Tech get a lot of love here in these all Big 12 teams, including JT Toppin winning the second Player of the Year in program history within the Big 12 Conference alongside Jarrett Culver. Again, I don't have to remind you what happened the year Jarrett Culver won the Big 12 Player of the Year either. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Minneapolis was a fun time, though. I really did enjoy myself. I think San Antonio would be fun as well. Long way to go there, but cool to see JT be named the Big 12 Player of the Year as well as Newcomer of the Year, with D5 getting all Big 12 first team honors, Chance McMillan getting all Big 12 second team honors, and then, of course, the diaper dandy, a.k.a. the freshman superstar, CA, Christian Anderson, receiving all freshman honors as well, or making the all Big 12 freshman team as well, I should say. That's going to do it for today's video. If you want instant reaction, 100% free to everything Texas Tech men's basketball all year long with the largest group of Texas Tech fans on YouTube, over 11,600 strong. And by the way, they're the most interactive as well. All I'm going to ask you to do is simply like the video, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell, because you stay till the end of the video, you're going to hear this as well. We will have a live show here on the channel for Selection Sunday, breaking down instantly where the Red Raiders are in the bracket, who they're facing off against, how far I think they can go into the tournament, how far you think they can go into the tournament, and much more. No other channel is doing that here on YouTube in the Texas Tech space. So join the Back to 12 squad today by simply liking the video, hitting that subscribe button, and turning on that notification bell. And as always, stay safe and Recom Tech.